At the community level, there's a lot of stigma. You will not find a lady with visual impairment walking into a family planning clinic.
We don't know who to approach or where to go to get access to reproductive health services.
It's so hard for you to accept in this world. You're not like the rest.
So today we are here at the Kenya Society for the Blind, and so our program for the youth focuses on the entire society. So we have been working with the youth aged 15 to 24. But late we have discovered that there are youth with special needs, especially youth with disabilities. So after this, we will be thinking of how can we fill in the gap of access to information in a way that is accessible for people who are visually impaired.
So we just want to spend a few hours just learning around reproductive health. So today is your day. We really want to really be in your world.
We will also be thinking of how we can work together with KSB if we have a way to make sure that they can easily access services in a way that is responsive to their needs.
From my own personal experience, I'll say as a person with visual impairment, it's really hard. I lost my sight in October 2015. I had someone in my life, but immediately I lost my sight. They were like, they don't have a calling to be with someone like me. That lowered my self-esteem.
It's never easy for some, especially around the VCT section. It's never easy because of that stigma, especially out there in our communities. That anyone going to the VCT, si hata amejishuku anajua akonayo, is just going there to confirm.
Persons with visual impairment are supposed to access as much information as their counterparts who are sighted. You may find that most of persons with disabilities, they get into the family way without even planning for it because they don't have knowledge.
Na kama ni kufanya sex hiyo, bora ujue the means of contraception. Maana ukipata mimba mapema, basi yule mtoto mtakayemzaa atakuwa na shida sana.
As in, there is that fear. They don't have that confidence to come out and talk about reproductive health.
He's done it for me.
Utasikia tu ndani ya roho furaha tu.
You find even institutions that are dealing directly with family planning, IEC materials, they do not have the right type of materials, be they in speech format or even in braille format.
Why is it touch?
The condoms are not braille, they are only written, so they will never know. So they will need to take it to somebody else, which is now trying to share your information with somebody else. So you find that my people are not able to access information. And the few who can access can only access through internet, and very few have computer adapted skills.
Even the society thinks to release more information about other things is making them more disabled.
Even go for VCT, nobody will give you counseling because you need to have somebody else.
One thing that is key to any person with visual impairment is psychosocial support for them to accept the state that they are in. When they overcome that hindrance, then the sky is the limit.
I'm very grateful for Kenya Society of the Blind for really giving us a very warm welcome, allowing us to interact in their environment, interact with their students, their pupils, see how they conduct their learning. It's something that we're greatly indebted to them.
What music do you like?
I like to listen to gospel songs.
Those are R&B and soft rock.
They are very interesting, they are very jovial, they're able to learn their orientation and mobility, the use of white cane. Movement is not an hindrance.
Sex is good.
Sex.
With the right person.
Or some, who is this right person now?
When they're talking and they're sharing their views, they come out as it is. They don't know how to hide.
It destroys the sperm completely.
Kukachora is a brand and a campaign for the youth, and simply tells the youth, make a plan for their life. So they need to take control of their sexual life by making sure that they take responsible choice to avoid unplanned pregnancy, and that would include use of contraceptives and also use of condoms to prevent both pregnancy and STIs.
Is it difficult for your friends to access, like for example, condoms for you?
Sometimes it is.
Why?
Okay,
Why?
Some guys find it hard to walk in there. Kwanza ka hiyo chemist inaraniwa by a mother or mzae, so you avoid it.
Therefore, it's important to create awareness so that at least they can be able to embrace the aspect of the right of persons with visual impairment in regard to reproductive health.
Awareness needs to be created about reproductive health services, where we can get these services, and also we should be told that we need to be courageous. We should not fear approaching the right people, maybe hospitals or organizations with reproductive health services.
Most of the materials, awareness materials, they're in print. We are ready to work with PS Kenya for the deaf-blind to develop the required necessary materials, because we'll be able to advise. We'll even be able to make them to come up with the materials together to be able to pass that information.
Everyone has said, I want a man on my side. And I will love him. I will give him everything.
First, the materials for communication and dissemination of that information ought to be in the right format, be it braille or speech.
I want Tobias to have a man by my side who I love and understand and care for. I want to have my dreams, of course.
So we feel it's time for us to work with KSB and to meet their needs.
So we look forward to interacting some more, mining the insights from these sessions, and really just taking these lessons with us as program people moving forward.